Hey everybody, Roxabox90 here, back with a ton of Shadows over Innistrad spoilers. We got speculation, we got some really awesome stuff to dive into tonight, so I'm just going to hop right in so we don't waste any time. Brain in Jar is number 1. I think this was spoiled a little bit ago, but still 2 for an artifact. Tap 1, tap, put a charge counter on it. You may cast an instant or sorcery with a converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on it from your hand without paying its mana cost. So this is no, and then tap 3, tap, remove X counters, scry X. It's a very dirtily interesting take on take Ethervile, take Isochron Scepter, put them together, kind of. The artwork is really cool. The flavor is really interesting. I don't know how good it is because it doesn't let you, like Ethervile lets you just put stuff into play. It can't be countered. This is you can cast the spell. So it relies, if you want to use on your opponent's turns to try to prevent mana suck, it's going to have to be for instance, and I guess you can use it to make your counter spells cheaper. Maybe eventually, if you have it out, kind of just sitting there acting as a mana sink, you can build up to a bigger spell. Probably better in Commander, say, than something like a standard environment. And I like that you can remove X counters to help set yourself up for spells. That's really cool. All in all, it seems not good enough for a standard environment to me, but could be really fun in other areas, and it's a well-designed card. Pick the Brain. 3 for a sorcery. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose non-land and exile it. Delirium. If there are 4 more cards among types in your graveyard, then you search their hand, graveyard, and library for any cards with the same name. Exile them. This seems pretty powerful because of the fact that 3 mana to not guarantee, but could very well remove 4 cards from their deck. And it's exiled, so it really gets rid of the cards. Good way to break up combos, good way to break up deck types, and it's interesting because it acts as a card for, say, Modern, where many decks follow almost formulaic situations where you have 2 to 4 ofs. This card can effectively, for 3 mana, eliminate their combo, as an example. Could very well see some sort of sideboard in for Modern, and depends on the kind of cards going into Standard. Could also be pretty decent. Well designed. Really nice artwork, really weird artwork. Bygone Bishop, 3 for a 2/3 flyer. Whenever you cast a creature spell with confirmed mana cost 3 or less, you investigate. This seems really good. This is a fixed Mentor of the Meek, and I say that because I know that Marrow wasn't thrilled with Mentor of the Meek, messing with the color pie, giving white such card advantage with creature-based decks, but this card works very well in that it gives you the investigate. So you play it. It's a decent stat card, and then also as you cast your creature spells, you play your creature spells, you build up the investigate clue tokens, and then you're able to draw later game, which I think is really well designed. The artwork is stunning. I like the card a lot. I definitely think it's standard playable, and we'll have to see how good it gets. Heir of Falconrat, 2 for a 2/1, discard a card, transform it, and you can activate the ability only once each turn. That's 2 for a 2/1 stat that activate Madness to flip it into a 3/2 flyer. It's not Delver, of course not, but it seems very good, and depending if it's some kind of zombie related or vampire related aggro deck, this card, mono black or black something aggro deck, this card seems very strong even for that. Incorrigible Youths is the what's Arrogant Worm from the original set of Judgment with Madness, where you could play the card 5 for a 4/4 with Trample and the same Madness cost. This, they cut one of the power and gave it haste, which is probably better in Limited, maybe. Honestly, I don't know. 3 for a 4/3 haste is still very good stats, and yeah, probably going to be useful for Limited. Geralf's Masterpiece, 5 for a 7/7 flyer. Gets -1/-1 for each card in your hand, and then 4, discard 3 cards, return it from your graveyard to your battlefield. This seems really powerful. A little bit of work to make it work, but I like that if let's say you play it, or even discard it into your graveyard, 4, discard a bulk of your hand to push for Delirium or for whatever you're doing, and then also get this massive creature into play. It seems highly abusable. It works very well with the Madness and potentially Delirium mechanic, and all in all, it seems very powerful zombie. Relentless Dead. Talk about zombies. This is Endless Ranks of the Dead. Looks like they've finally broken through the window, and the zombie is coming for you. 2 for a 2/2. I love that it's focused on one zombie, and there's others coming through, but the one is the center of the frame. It's gorgeous. 2 for a 2/2 Menace Zombie. It's a mythic, so you're already wondering what the heck. When it dies, you can pay a black to put it back in your hand. When it dies, you can also pay X to return another zombie creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This seems very dangerous and very scalable. Not only is it a very good aggressive creature, very good stats, it recurs itself, and it allows you to recur other zombies. Seems super powerful and pushed for any kind of aggressive deck. Mono black's probably the most likely with zombies. Wow, this card is really scary. Even in a format like Modern, I think this card could help push a zombie-related deck forward from where it's been kind of in the way down tier kind of deck. This is a super powerful card. Aberrant Researcher, yes, Delver is being continued its evolution. 4 for a 3/2 flyer. Being your upkeep, put the top card of your graveyard or your library into your graveyard. If it's instant or sorcery, flip it into a 5/4 flyer. So 4 for a potential 5/4 flyer that activates Delirium. Solid, playable, definitely not Delver, but I can still definitely see it seeing play, and I love the flavor. Killer flavor. Then we got Declaration of Stone. Sorin is very sad. 2 for a sorcery, exile a creature, and all the creatures its controller controls with the same name, and then they get a investigate for each non-token creature. So it hoses tokens. Great removal, hoses tokens. Path to Exile fixed, I guess is the way to look at it. Tamio's Journey, great flavor. There's more to Avacyn's Madness. 5 for a legendary artifact. Every upkeep you get an investigate. And then tap 3, sack 3 clues, search library for a card and put that card in your hand. Shuffle your library. This is a commander card. That's the main place to see it. Legendary, very cool. The artwork is stunning. It's almost photographic in a way. Shard of Broken Glass is a not very good equipment that pushes for Delirium, I'm guessing. That's the main thing it's for. I love the art, but I don't think it's a good card. Avacyn's Missionaries is 3/3 for 4. At the end step, if it's equipped, then you can transform it, and when it's transformed, you can exile another creature until it leaves the battlefield. So it acts as a pseudo fiend hunter that, given that they kind of have some equipment going on, I'm assuming they'll probably push a little bit more equipment into the mix. It's a decent card. Definitely a limited card for sure. And to round it off, we have Archangel Avacyn. Holy cow, is she pushed. 5 for a 4/4, flash flying vigilance. Enters the battlefield, your creatures are indestructible until end of turn. Talk about a combat trick. And whenever a non-angel creature you control dies, transform it at the beginning of the next upkeep. Right? So it's interesting it says beginning of the next upkeep because it makes it a little bit more difficult to have her enter the battlefield and then use the indestructible to your advantage, but still definitely doable. And when she flips, 6/5 flyer that deals 3 damage to each other creature and each opponent. So it doesn't do any damage to you, so it's not a symmetrical effect, even though it does do damage to your creatures. I could definitely see this card working in many ways. If you have any kind of sack outlet, of which there are many and will probably be many more, any kind of sack outlet to sack the creature, do the damage, absolutely ridiculous. I love that it acts as a combat trick. It's way pushed. It's Sarah Angel on steroids. Gorgeous card. I want to know more about the Bloodstained Wings. In fact, if anything, the story of this is more intriguing than the card, but this is a seriously pushed card. I also wonder if it's red and white, if that means it's a red-white commander, because I don't think we've had a multicolor flip card that's also a legendary creature. So I wonder if that's going to be the commander ruling. Probably will be red-white deck. All in all, insane. So that is awesome. They're also spoiled that there was an Azusa Lost But Seeking Judge promo somehow got into these Walmart packs, and it does look very real. The person gave pictures zoomed in. Holy cow. If this is real, which I expect it would be, it's gorgeous. It's a little sad it's not in an FTV or in Eternal Masters of some kind, but even just getting more of these out there, I can imagine that promos tend to be less expensive than the originals. Better chance of anything of getting a foil, and this artwork is gorgeous. So that's all the stuff today. I know it's a heck of a lot. Let me know what you guys think about the cards down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please tap the like button. If you're new to the channel, check in and subscribe. As always, Roxybox and I need signing out. I'll see you guys next time.